Alright, so I'm finally able to do the tabletop review on the Atlantic Firearms Circle 11 Polish AKM that I bought a couple months ago. I was able to get about 400 rounds through this, and that's pretty much going to have to suffice. Unfortunately, I really don't want to put 1,000 rounds through it. I didn't buy it to shoot a ton. I really just bought it because it's a simple AKM. It doesn't have a scope rail on the side. It's really just a simple back to basics AKM, and that's why I really like it as much as I do. To keep with 922R, I've just been running these mags, US made mags. So when I got this gun, I had said originally that I had watched these on Atlantic Firearms for a long time, and I was kind of on the fence. I knew I wanted one, but they were kind of expensive. I think they were approaching about $1,100, and I was like, that's a lot, especially compared to a Wasser for a kit build. But I'm very glad that I bought it because this thing honestly is this thing feels a lot smoother than a Wasser, and plus it has the magazine dimples in it, which I really like. That's one thing that really annoys me about the Wassers is it doesn't have magazine dimples in them. But this gun is mostly surplus parts. This is a surplus kit. The surplus is, I'm sorry, the wood is all surplus. Trunnion surplus, the bolt carrier group surplus, pistol grip surplus, top cover surplus safety, gas tube surplus, and this barrel is not U.S. made. This is a Polish random cold hammer forged chrome line barrel. So this is the same barrel that Poland used in their original AKMs. I believe this kit is mostly matching. We'll pull it apart because I forget. But I'm pretty sure it's mostly matching. I did add a cleaning kit for the back here, and that's basically all I've done to it. Flip it around to this side here. Take a look. Like I said, it's got no rail on it, which I absolutely love. All my mags fit in the mag well just fine. I have had no issues. So I have 3 of these PSA mags, and the one is a little tight to try to pull out of the mag. I think I could probably take a few swipes in here and it would be fine, but it's just the one, so I'm not going to do that. It'll probably wear in, but overall, just a fantastic gun, fantastic build. I mean, they really took their time. They really did a good job at putting these things together. So what do we got there? We got 027. Back there is 027. As you can see, there's some kind of something on the back there. I don't know what that was. It came like that from them. So I don't know if it's some kind of like original paint that they just parked over or what. But so the dust cover is matching. Let's see here once. We said that was 027 because my brain does not work. So the recoil spring does not match. I forget where you have to excuse me, I forget where there they are. Okay, 027, the carrier matches. And I believe we got to pull the bolt out. 027. So the bolt matches. So these were not promised to be all matching kits. These were kind of get what you get, luck of the draw kind of deal. And that was fine. They didn't promise all matching. Everything is matching except the recoil spring. Now I didn't pull the gas tube off, so I don't know if that's matching. I honestly don't really care. Let's see once. There's a number on the safety there. That's right, I can't make that out. I don't know what number is on that safety. You can see the hammer there. That's a US made. It's a 922R part. The trigger is actually really nice. I don't know who makes this trigger that they put in. It just says USA on it. But it's a fairly nice trigger for an AK. It's not an AGL or AGL. It's not an ALG, but I'm not a huge fan of ALG triggers in AKs. Not because there's anything wrong with them. They're great triggers. I like AKs because they're AKs. So put that back in. But all the parts look good. Like I said, there's only 400 rounds through this, so there shouldn't be a ton of wear. Now it is surplus, so I mean it was used already, and then it was refinished in the U.S. and has a new receiver and barrel on it. But all that looks good. The other thing that I added besides the cleaning kit, I added an actual Polish sling. I forget where I got this. I might have got this on What a Country, maybe on eBay. I'm not sure, but I believe every gun needs to have a sling on it for sure, just to complete it. And the only, so I have one gripe with this, and I believe I said it in the other one in my unboxing video. I really wish they would have just put the safe and fire marks in Polish, not the US safe and fire marks, because most of their kit builds, they do have the correct nomenclature for whatever country of origin the guns come from. I have a feeling that the receivers that they used, I forget. There we go. The Childers. There we go. They use Childers. I was gonna say I forget the receivers, but I have a feeling when they ordered these, Childers just didn't have those in stock, so they just got whatever they had, which is fine. I completely understand with that. So I got this gun pretty cooking. You can see some of the cosmoline boiling off of the handguard, and you can see it was smoking pretty good. Absolutely love it. I love the smell of surplus guns, and this absolutely has that smell. The wood does on this gun. Boy, what a good job they did. What a great AK. If you're looking at an Atlantic Arms manufacturing kit build, don't hesitate. Go ahead and buy one. These things are solid, squared away from what I can tell. Obviously, I'm not going to put 10,000 rounds through it, so, but I have a feeling that most people that buy these aren't going to be doing that anyways. So I'm going to keep an eye on Atlantic Firearms website, and if I see some more kits come out from them, because I feel like that's the only kind of AKs I want anymore. It's just the surplus kit builds. I don't know. I just really like surplus, and the surplus market these days for like original surplus guns is just trash. So these surplus kit builds really fill a niche, and I don't think they're all that expensive. So I'm gonna keep my eye out on their website, and I may end up getting a couple more, not of these, but of different country of origin AKs surplus kit builds. But we'll see. Future, who knows what's gonna happen in the future? So. Yeah, definitely shoots good. I shot a bunch of AAC ammunition out of this. They're steel cased. I'll be honest, I had zero problems. 400 rounds of their steel cased, and I had zero issues, like literally zero. So their steel case seems to be pretty good. As far as accuracy goes, I'm going to show you a couple targets. This is actually a 5-shot group. You can see that. There's a 5th shot. There's 4 shots here. This is all at 100 yards with iron sights. I ran out of targets, so they keep these at the range. That's why I hand drew this little target thing on. But you can see those 4 rounds. That's a pretty nice little group there. And we'll say that was me, because iron sights at 100 yards, just not the best. But here's another group. So the group I just showed you was AAC Full Metal Jacket. This is the AAC the black tip stuff. So that shot a pretty tight group too. Now this gun zeroed at 100 yards. I'm sorry, 0 to 50 yards. And you can see here I got some impact shift here at 100 because it's 0 to 50. This gun came zeroed basically 100%. I did not have to touch the windage at all. The windage was perfect out of the box. I only moved the front sight post down a little bit to 0 for 50 yards because that's what I shoot, 50 yards. I do have ranges out to 200, but I mostly just shoot at 50. So they did a really good job in zeroing this thing, so that way I didn't have to touch it when I got it. So that's definitely props to them. You're not cranking the sight the whole way over one way or the other. I'm not guaranteeing that all the kit builds you get from them are going to be like that, but this one, sample size of 1, was good to go. So don't hesitate in getting one for sure. If you see a kit build that they drop that you like and you have the money for it, don't hesitate, just buy it. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good day.